whole premise for medical imaging has always been that, hey, we can diagnose the patient earlier and faster, and if we can diagnose earlier, we can treat earlier, which should be better for the patient. Profound is about now using that imaging, not only for diagnosis, but also to treat the patient.
So Arun has brought to Profound great leadership. He has brought his medical knowledge as well as his business knowledge, his experience in the and relationships in the financial community has certainly been a great asset to Profound.
He has not only been able to communicate to physicians, patients, investors, laymen. I mean, he has really been able to take our technology and message it in a beautiful way.
Arun joined in 2016. I really felt the change was that we moved from sort of task-oriented sort of to a true visionary company.
We are the next wave because we can now treat a cancer patient without any incision. And we can do it even more precisely than a surgical procedure because we have real-time imaging. This is so exciting to me, is Profound is not just a product treating cancer patients, it is really about creating the next wave of the next big thing in surgery.
Arun just marshals on. He just figures it out and he's going to get to the best answer and then we're going to execute on it.
Putting all of these pieces together to make sure that we could have a product that worked consistently was a huge, huge task.
You know, we definitely lived through a lot of ups and downs of that process, recruiting patients into the study, thinking of strategies to accelerate patient enrollment. And at the end of the day, I think the results speak for themselves. We ended up recruiting 115 patients in about a 16-month time frame.
So Tulsa Pro has really three features to it. One is that we place the patient into the MR during the procedure. So we get real-time images of the prostate. So the surgeon can actually see where the malignant zones are, where the cancer might be. They can truly design the treatment to fit the exact needs of the patient.
This opportunity to treat cancer patients, to treat any type of disease state is such an honor.
All of this is completely automated through software. So once the surgeon has designed a zone that needs to be killed, the software actually it signals the ultrasound transducers to provide the heat, and it just heats it really gently to 55 degrees centigrade, at which point the tissue dies.
We are so very proud to be able to change a man's life and give him a new pathway and hope and take away the anxiety of prostate cancer by utilizing Tulsa Pro.
So 2019 was certainly a transformative year. And I don't take the word transformative lightly because a lot of people can throw it around.
A momentous year for Profound. I mean, we achieved our FDA 510(k) approval. We achieved Health Canada approval. We also achieved Chinese FDA approval on the Sonally product for uterine fibroid.
Matthew and I visited a number of leading urologists. And when we started presenting how we were going to position the product, they loved it. And that really became another big, big thing for us, knowing that we had the share of mind of the urology community. And then so simultaneously, we were able to use all of that to list the company from the venture exchange to the main board, and then from the main board to cross-list on the NASDAQ, and able to raise the funds that we needed to raise.
We were very excited and very proud to be able to have that opportunity. And he invested so much time and energy into making that a reality for our company.
We've had patients who wake up from anesthesia and say, so when are you doing the procedure? And that's completely different than somebody who has a prostatectomy robotically and can take a month or months to recover and actually be able to have a chance of getting back to being an active individual.
I really look at Profound as leading this next wave of incision-free therapies where even, serious diseases like cancer can be treated in one sitting in 2 hours, and people can literally go home.
There's a lot of products that are great that die and never make it to market because they aren't developed properly. And Arun has improved clinical care of patients.
You know, he really taught us that if you're making the best decision you can, the right decision for the patients and the physicians, you know, if you happen to make a mistake, that's okay. We can fix it and move on. And that was really powerful for us to take those risks that you need to do to really propel yourself forward.
We are so very thankful to be led by a humble, intelligent, intentional leader.
I just feel fortunate to be part of this company. I feel fortunate every day coming to work that I get to work with such great people and to work with Arun especially. I think his leadership is beyond what I could have expected and have not been exposed to such a great leader throughout my career.